Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 78 of Anni Juuti Knits. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel Anni Juuti Knits. My name is Anniina and I'm a knitwear designer based on the west coast of Finland, and this is a channel where I share everything that I'm working on, everything that I knit, everything that I design, and you are most welcome to join me here. Surprise! I'm back a little bit earlier than expected maybe. It has not been more than I think 1.5 weeks since my last episode, but today is another sock pattern release day and I wanted to come here and show you a little bit what I've been working on since the last time we spoke. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, warm welcome back, and thank you for joining me again. All right, where should we start? I'm not wearing any knitted items today because I've been running errands and it's been a hectic morning, and I just came home. I ate a little bit and I decided that I would now film, and I was too lazy to put on any makeup, or I did put some mascara in the morning, but nonetheless, I thought that you're not probably here because of how I look, or you're not here to judge my appearance, so come as you are, and that's what I am implying today. No finished objects for today, except the one that you have already seen, which was already finished last episode. But I have been working quite I can't really say monogamously because I've been working on mainly 2 projects, but for me that's a very much dedication towards one particular project. Let's start with the socks that you have already seen if you have been here before, but the star of the day, there are some little bits and pieces because I've been taking pictures of them. Here they are, my Honey Harvest socks, and these are the ones that are now out today. These are DK socks or DK weight socks, and they have this beautiful little texture and cable, honeycomb cables, and a Dutch box heel with garter. And here they are. Let's take maybe a little picture. Not this way. Let's put it here. I always forget to take the pictures afterwards, so let's do it this way. The screenshots make the worst pictures, but like I said, I always forget. So the socks, these are DK weight socks. I have made mine with, it's an MCN sock yarn. It's very prone to pilling. I can see I have only been wearing these for pictures, and we took some pictures outside with my husband, so I walked from our house to across the street to the park, and they were already quite pilly, you can see here. So I can see that these will need some attention what comes to the pilling, but this is actually a yarn you can't get anymore. This is Karmajan's MCN DK weight, and the colorway called Korpi, but it doesn't really matter because you can't buy it anymore. I got it, Karmajan's, they stopped dying last year at the end of the year, and I bought this Christmas package or holiday package out of her, and it was a mystery box with 3 different yarns, and they were all the same base. I made one or I used one of the skeins to make a cardigan for Inge's baby Nelly, Inge from the Knitting Traditions, and she's been sending me so many pictures, and she's been wearing that cardigan, or Nelly has, and it's been so lovely. But it was one of these yarns. I still have one skein left. I don't think I will make socks because I can see that they don't really hold up too well, but that's what I used for these socks. You can use Finnish brand called Novita. They make this Novita 7 Brothers yarn, which is actually a little bit thicker than a DK, but it can be used in DK. And many of my testers used a Novita 7 Brothers yarn for this pattern. And if I would do this again for myself, I would maybe go up a size. This is the smallest size, but they are they stretch over my feet a little bit, so the honeycomb cable stretches. Since the cables are a little bit tighter, I usually always go anyway for the middle size because of the circumference of my foot. I have a quite high arch, and so I think if I will make another pair for myself, I would go up a size in the pattern. So the pattern comes in 3 different sizes, and like I said, if you can use a little bit thicker yarn, you can get even bigger if you want to make this for a man in your life. The largest size is sufficient for a man's foot, but there are bigger and smaller men feet, so it has 3 sizes, but you can easily get more sizes when you are just using a thicker yarn or bigger needles. Honey Harvest socks. Get 20% off of this pattern by using code HARVEST, and the Harvest code is valid until the end of this month, so it's going to be this week's Thursday. And yeah, I have talked about these socks before. They were just something for fun. I felt like making some cabled socks, and I sometimes want to do a sock that requires some attention and some concentration, and then the other times, which is most times, I just want to work on some vanilla socks. But yeah, Honey Harvest socks, and they are now out, and you can grab a copy if you so are inclined. There you go. I hope you can't hear my washing, or actually dryer. It's the dryer that's making that noise, but I have some laundry going on, and you might be able to hear it. I hope it's not too bothersome for you. The next project that I've been working on, I don't remember where I was last time. I had made some progress on the first sleeve. So this is the Nordic Noel sweater, and this is my husband's version with the stripes, and this is how far I am now. I think I had a couple of stripes of one sleeve, but I have finished one sleeve. He has long arms, so it feels like they are never ending. And then I think I have added 2 stripes for the body, and I have started the second sleeve. This is a Christmas pattern, obviously. This is a pattern that is releasing on the 15th of November, so you can mark your calendars, and it's going to have this stripy version as a modification. It doesn't include the yardages. I think I will add like an example how much this size 3 did use up yarn, but the yardages are for the one colored body and so forth. But I'm working up mine in Drops Daisy. I don't know why I'm like struggling so much today. It feels like every time that I come here I'm somehow distracted or whatever. So Nordic Noel sweater. It's a unisex pattern, circular yoke sweater. It comes with suggestions for a solid main body and then this color work yoke, but you can easily modify it with the stripes. And I'm also giving the chart for the stripe sequence, and yeah, I'm chugging along quite nicely. I think this is my priority for this week, because I really need some pictures taken and can't really take pictures when half of the body and one sleeve is missing. So I've been focusing on this and working on getting the sleeves done first. And I think I mentioned last time that I'm definitely going to be running out of yarn, and if my math is correct, I weighed how much I needed for a stripe on the body, and I used 35 grams for the sleeve. So I will be one stripe short with my yardages, but my sister was making an order, and I managed to sneak into her order, and I did put 2 more balls of this yarn, and I don't think it matters because they are separate stripes anyway, so I will be just starting the new stripe with the next ball, and it doesn't matter if it's the same dye lot or not. But nothing really to say. This is just boring stockinette knitting. Maybe I could mention that I'm not following, or I didn't follow the decreases of the pattern for the sleeve, because I wanted the sleeve decreases to hit the same spot in the stripe every time. So I did less decreases, and then I did some rapid decreases here before the cuff, and it's a bit more straight or loose sleeve. I think I missed 3 or 4 decreases along the way, but actually it looked really nice on my husband, and it's not like too tight of a sleeve. He does like a snug sleeve, but now he's getting this because I wanted to make the decreases on the same spot every time, so that it would be easy for the process of making it. Another one of my most worked on projects is a test knit. This is a test knit for Rebecca Clow from Preya Bea, and she is hosting quite a few test knits at the same time, but I am working on the Cara wrap. It is now awkward to show you. It's blowing out because of the sunlight. This is the cropped version of the wrap. I will put a picture here because I tried it on. Mainly I tried it on because I was concerned last night when I finished the ribbing on the hem. I did give it a little steam block, and I pinned it because it has like an applied I-cord edge, and it was quite tight. There's quite a lot of increases towards the bottom of the wrap, and mine was curling up a little bit, so I wanted to steam it and pull it a little bit straighter so that it would lie flat. And then this morning I woke up and I came to the living room, and I was like, whoa, the dye lot differences were like insane. The stripe across the front and this one sleeve was so different in color. And I was like, oh man, I have never noticed it while I've been working on it. I did alternate rows when I was changing from one skein to another, but the difference was quite clear. They are the same dye lot, but they are hand dyed, and natural wool takes the dye a little bit differently than your regular merino or superwash wool does. So it's always, you should always alternate, and I knew that, and I was just like, I just cannot be bothered because yes. So yeah, it's my own fault, but actually in real life, well, you can see it there. You can see the line here, but in this lighting, it's not so visible. You can see it in the picture and in the little video clip that I did, but also the sleeve is completely different color. I think why it looked so different in the picture is also that this sleeve is going this way and this body obviously are the other way. So when they are laying next to each other, I don't think you can spot the difference. So phew, I don't need to go back and rip it out. But that was a good reminder that if you are using hand dyed yarn, you should always alternate skeins. Since this is made flat and alternating is such a hassle, so I didn't want to do that, but now I'm kind of beating myself up because I didn't. So I am making size 5 with the fitted sleeve option and cropped hem. I did do some waist shaping, so maybe you can see it here. Let's see how I can. It's not so stark of a line, but I did make some decreases towards the waist. And on the hindsight, if I would do it again, I would go down a size, because then I could have done the bust shaping that is included in the pattern, but it works fine as it is. It's just a tiny bit loose on the chest, but it's a cardigan, so it doesn't need to be like too tight. I have these little markers where I was last time. So last time I was here on the body, and then I was here on the sleeve. So I have done one whole sleeve and then that little bit of the body. But let me tell you, this wrap style cardigan, the hem is pretty long. So I think, I don't know how long it is, but as you can see, it's my whole wingspan. So yeah, it is a lot of stitches on the needles. And Rebecca was saying in the test group that she was working on her other sample with the longer ribbing that felt like it's never ending, and I can really relate to that, because one row of the ribbing took me 10 minutes to do, so it was quite a task to do all of this, but the fit is great. I do have one more week and I'm hoping to finish the second sleeve. I actually already told Rebecca that I might not be able, because I need to work on I need to finish the Nordic Noel, but since I did manage to finish this last night, today is Monday, and the test deadline, I have a week and a half. I think it was the 7th of November, so I will try to make the second sleeve, because yeah, it is a test knit and I have committed to that, and it's not her fault that I have a lot of things to do. So yeah, that's my wrap cardigan by Rebecca Clow, and the name was Cara Wrap. and I am using Finnish single ply Jalovilla Vuona. I don't know if I don't have the labels here, but Woolinit British 4-ply and Jalovilla Vuona held together, they create this beautiful little marled fabric. And that was also one of the reasons why I didn't alternate, because I thought that using 2 strands it will blend better, but I was wrong. So lesson learned for the next time. I will alternate skeins if I'm using a hand-dyed yarn, especially this pieced cardigan where then the lines are wherever. It's not pieced, but you know, worked in different sections. I really like the shoulder or the sleeve, like a fitted sleeve. I actually have another pattern in progress, which is mine, that has similar. It has like a saddle shoulder and then the set-in sleeve, and I really do like that construction. It is really well fitting, and that's about it. It has been on the needles now since August, last days of August, and I haven't been working on it very much, but the last couple of weeks I've been concentrating more on that project. The sun is trying to come and disturb us, so let's see if we can do this rather quickly. I have 2 sock projects, or actually just, 2 sock projects and 1 other sweater that I would like to show. And then I have 2 accessories that I am always also going to show rather quickly. I showed these socks already last time, but the next time we see, I might not have them anymore, so I'll just show them once more. These are just your regular vanilla socks. They have been living in my handbag. And here's the second sock. I'm using a self-striping yarn, and it's a very deep stash, 20 years. It's been in my stash for 20 years, I think. And I'm just using just regular black for the cuffs and heels and toes. I did this, I still don't know the name for this toe. It's this umbrella or star toe, rounded toe. I quite often do this because I really like to wear this type of a decrease myself. It fits really well, and it doesn't matter if it twists a little in your foot, because I always wear my wool socks just on the bare foot and then in my shoes, so they always, you know, they kind of live their own life in the shoe. And those, you know, the what is it called, like the ribbon decreases are often like crooked or something like that. So anyway, I already know who I'm gifting these to, and I have done the second leg. I should move on to the heel, and then I have just the foot to go, and there's nothing really to say about this. I'm using 2.25 millimeter needles and 64 stitches. That's my go-to for a gift sock. Usually if I'm making a size 38-39 European, I would do 2.5 millimeter needles, but in the beginning I thought that I might do these for myself, but then it's kind of like, yeah, I don't really like this. Stripes are a little bit messy because it's a self-striping, and they are, I don't know, they are changing wherever. So I don't like that it's messy. I want my stripes to be crisp, and that's what I'm going to do. I was working on this on my goddaughter's birthday party, and I was asking if she would like to have socks for her for Christmas, and she said that she would like to have black. And I was like, is there any other color than black? And she was like, yes, black with white stripes on them. So I will be making black and white striped socks for her, but I'm using black and I'm using white yarn so that I don't have to, you know, see these uneven stripes because it drives me nuts. But those have been living in my handbag, and the next time we speak, I won't be having those anymore. And then this is a pair that I have showed long time ago. It was sometime earlier this year. These, I have been calling these my zero waste socks. They are ugly. They are so ugly. I can't even. I'm using the tiniest 2 gram scraps that I have, or 1 gram even, and I'm just using everything that I have, and they are so ugly. I don't even have words. But we are not wasteful. We will be using everything that we have, and as a person, I am very, not very, but I try to live my life not wasting anything, and I often fix my kids' clothes. I am a seamstress by trade, so I do know how to sew, and I do know how to do a neat little fix. So I very often fix my kids' clothes, and I've been making these zero waste sweaters where I've been using up scraps, and now I thought that I have a jar full of these little tiny nuggets so that I am going to use no matter how badly they play together. But I have now started the second sock as well, and these are for my husband. He doesn't care. He wears woolly socks all the time. There are a lot of ends, but I think I did, yes, I have woven in the first sock already. Not super neatly, but I do them separately. And I don't mind weaving in ends. I usually, when I cut the last yarn, I will weave in ends immediately, because that's how I get it done. And sometimes even I start doing it while I'm working on a project. Here I have plenty of these ends, but I don't get bothered by you know, weaving in a lot of ends. I'm using the Flegel heel, which is my preferred heel for toe-up socks, and I'm not following any particular tutorial. I have patterns that uses this type of a heel. At least the Wandering Nomad socks that are stripy socks uses this, and Caramel Fox socks also have this type of a heel construction. And yeah, I have shown this before. Now I have worked on the second one, and this is also something that I would like to finish pretty soon, so that I can clear them out of the basket and of my needles. So those are what I've been working on sock-wise. All right, the sun is all right. We can manage, I think. I haven't made a ton of progress with this next project, but this is something that now that I will get the Cara and the Nordic Noel out of my hands, this is the next sweater project that I am going to continue. This is the Baltic Breeze sweater. I don't know if I never said the name, or did I tell you that I chose the name? I think I did. Probably did. Yeah, I have told it to you. But Baltic Breeze is a drop shoulder all over textured sweater, and it has this cabled front and a turtleneck, So it's kind of classic type of a sweater. I am using a little bit of increases for my size. I'm doing this drop shoulder where the smaller sizes will decrease and then the larger sizes will increase, so that everyone gets a similar fit on the shoulders. So I am making size 5 for myself because that's my size. Here you can see the back. So the little pearl detail goes on the shoulder. I think it runs nicely here. Some short row shaping on the back and then in the front. So last time I showed it, I don't know where I was only here. So I haven't done much, maybe 5 centimeters, but it takes surprisingly long to do this kind of a textured stitch. Basically, this is a broken rib pattern, so you're all the time doing rib in the round, rib in the round, and then there is this small little cabled section in between. But even though it's mindless, it takes time to, you know, knit texture rather than knit stockinette. But I really like the squishiness of this sweater. This is, well, I should say the yarn is gifted, and it was gifted for this design, so add gifted yarn by my friend Camilla Camijonet, and she kindly gifted me this beautiful blue, which is definitely my favorite blue. If you can look at my glasses, they perfectly match. And this is going to be the ultimate cozy sweater for the winter, so I really want to work on this next, but those two need to come off the needles first, and then I can dedicate all my time to this. This is also using hand-dyed yarn, but I'm only changing one yarn each time, and I think the mohair blends really well. So I have only been working, or oh dear, you can probably hear that. We are actually going to have our plumbing, pipes. Our pipes are going to be replaced, which is fabulous. For the next 6 weeks, we have some construction work in our apartment building, and there's going to be these kind of noises. I hope you can't hear it, and if you can, I apologize because I can't do much about it. So yeah, I was explaining that I have not alternated too much. I think I have alternated a couple of rounds, and I have been blending it with the mohair. So if I'm changing out the mohair, I'm alternating the mohair. If I'm changing out the wool and linen, organic wool and linen blend, which is the DK weight, then I'm alternating that. So I've been living on the edge. I like to live dangerously, but I actually did, when the skeins arrived, I opened the skeins and I did put them next to each other. There was one which was a little bit lighter, and I leave that for the end. So I had 6 skeins of the wool and linen blend, and 5 skeins looked exactly the same for the naked eye. So I am going to use those 5 skeins first, and lastly I will do ribbings or something else with the last skein. So yeah, Baltic Breeze sweater. It's going to be my next priority when I finish those 2 other sweaters. My coffee was already not cold, but not really hot anymore. 2 more things. I am going to a company. It's not a Christmas party, but you know, we have this little get together every year, and we are traveling to Oulu, which is 2 hours away from here. And I work at it's a chain of these optical stores, and we have, I think we have, I don't even remember, but we have a lot of different, we have so many stores, and we have these joint parties. So our area is celebrating in Oulu, and I can't go to a party without knitting, can I? Because if I need to stay for a whole evening without knitting, that's like, how can I manage through all the speaks and or all the, yeah, do you say it like that? Well, speech, all the speeches and everything. So I did have to make a little sneaky cast on. This is a Musselburgh hat, and since the Christmas is coming, and I have a couple of godchildren. My son had a birthday party last week. He turned 5, and my cousins, which are also my cousins, wow, they're cousins, my sister's children, they are also my godchildren, and I asked if they would like to have hats. So my niece, she went through my yarn and she picked out this skein, which is Rouva Silmusolmu. I don't remember. I will put the name here because I don't have the label just now, and I can't remember. I didn't even look at the label, to be honest. This is a merino sock yarn, and it's a beautiful little purples or soft lilacs and mauves and browns, and she chose this, and I will be making a hat for her. So I cast it on, I made the increases, and then I will leave it now here, so that when I am on Saturday, when we have the party, I will be holding this in my purse, because there's no way I'm spending a whole evening without something to do with my hands. So this is coming with me, and my co-workers are always laughing to me, because I'm not able to sit in a meeting or anything without my knitting. So this is no exception. I will be definitely taking my knitting with me, and this is portable enough. And I did put clothes. I did put some how do you call these? No, is it a coaster? No. What is it called? I don't remember the name for this little. I just tell everyone that I am making dresses for my yarn ball. So this is a dress of a yarn ball. It's just this elastic fabric, like a swimsuit fabric, and I've been making Barbie clothes with this golden yellow, and now it's working as a dress for my yarn. So the skein will be in good condition, and it will stay put, and I can put this into my handbag. My battery is running low, so we need to get a little move on. Last thing that I wanted to share. I quickly shared last time that I've been wearing. I've been designing this hood, snood, and it is this. I have started the second one, but I'm not very far. I was actually further along, somewhere over here, and I realized that I had twisted one of the braids wrong way, and yeah, there was a mistake, so I had to go back. But this orange version is knit with Mangelopi held with Filcolana Alva, I think, the lace weight. And this is just a prototype. The fit is almost great, not quite. I look like a grandma, but this needs to be longer. I explained this everything in my last episode. So I have to cross these other way because I want the braid to come on top this way. This is now the braid is going around and it turns upside down here, so I need it to grow from this direction. Yes. I did cross them this way because it was nicer to pick up stitches when you start it's on the top, but I will change that because it bothers me. And yeah, the noise, I'm pretty sure you can hear it because it's loud and clear and it drives me nuts. I think this is a good place to stop. Yes, not that far. I'm using Drops Air with some fluff that I have. This is a bamboo and wool fluff, which I have received as a gift, or it was this mill that sent some yarn just for me to try. Can't even, what was it called? Loyal Yarns, I think. But they are in China and there's no way for me to order yarn from there because, you know, the shipping was ridiculous. And I'm not a hand dyer, so I have been dyeing yarn. Alright, so my battery died and there's some noise, and I think I did manage to get everything out here on the film. So if you watched until here, thank you so much for watching, and if you do like my videos, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Once more, the pattern for the Honey Harvest socks are out, and you are able to grab the pattern with a 20% discount using the code HARVEST until the end of this month. If you watched until the end, thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye!